After a long wait of 10 years, Rockstar Games has finally taken the veil off its newest offering, which, as it turns out, is one of the most awaited video games of the decade. We of course are talking about the sequel to the Goliath that is GTA 5 aka Grand Theft Auto 6. The GTA 6 trailer is jam-packed with many things, and there are chances that most fans have missed various elements Rockstar Games included in it. The 130-minute long video included 47 shots that showed the HD universe Vice City along with some parts of the state of Leonida. Interestingly, there were many real-life references that people outside of the US may have missed. We will start with the Miami Joker. The Miami Joker, also known as Lawrence Patrick Sullivan, got attention for looking a lot like the Joker from Batman. In 2017, he was arrested in Miami for pointing a gun at passing cars and for having tattoos that resembled the Joker's facial makeup. After several weeks had passed, he was arrested again for possession of marijuana. Sullivan gained considerable attention from the media as his mugshot bore a striking resemblance to the DC character. Recently, he posted a video saying, "GTA, we gotta talk. We think this is about money, and he wants his cut for using him as a reference." Next up, we have the Dine and Dash causes car accident. Though perhaps not pointing to any singular instance, there is a striking number of car accidents caused in Florida and indeed in the entire United States by folks attempting to dine and dash. Though the concept in itself seems absurd, as dining and dashing is a minor offense in comparison to flipping a car over, there have been several viral moments throughout the years of people getting into car accidents after dining and dashing. While some just result in minor fender benders, others are much more serious, like a man in Margate, Florida, who ran over a Denny's employee after dining and dashing in 2023. Moving forward, we will take a look at ATV Mud Park. If you were wondering what the ATVs in the mud were, it is a likely reference to the Redneck Mud Park, a location in Florida with camping and riding trails for ATVs that also holds several events throughout the year. The viral moment in the GTA 6 trailer is likely a reference to one of their annual events where people come out to celebrate in the mud. You will be surprised after seeing the next reference, the running of naked man. The naked man running from police looks most like a 2022 incident that occurred in Oakville, Ontario, Canada, when Halton Regional Police ran down a man running down the street completely in the nude. Captured in a video released by CHCH News on YouTube, the resemblance to the occurrence is uncanny. While little details can be found about the incident, the clip in the GTA 6 trailer could also point to a more serious moment that occurred in 2022 in DeLand, Florida. A naked man allegedly entered a gas station with a machete and demanded clothing, not surprising, cash, and someone's phone. Volusia County Sheriff's deputies eventually got the convicted felon under control, and he was taken into custody with no one being harmed in the incident. The next reference is women with two hammers. This piece of news is rather unpleasant to Mexicans since it features a prejudiced lady who resorts to violence in order to prevent Mexicans from entering a neighborhood in Los Angeles. Within the context of this event, a lady who is racist is seen repeatedly hitting a vehicle with two hammers while also making racial remarks to another individual. It was when she was being filmed that she instructed them to go back to Mexico. Fortunately, a neighbor who was worried about the woman's well-being detained her in order to avert additional mental and bodily injury. Despite the fact that Rockstar made a significant reference to this one, it is obvious that they changed her look, including her hair and her dress. Now let's talk about the alligator on the loose. In the year 2021, a homeowner who was unaware of the situation awoke to a scene that seemed to be rather terrifying. A massive alligator had made its way into the backyard pool. The day began like it did every other day, with the guy waking up. However, on that particular day, he discovered an alligator that was 9 feet long standing in his backyard. In accordance with Fox 13 Tampa Bay, the East Lake Wildlife Control was quickly contacted, which resulted in the viral moment of professionals removing an alligator from the pool. It is important to note that this is not the first time that an alligator has been discovered in a pool, and it is also not the last time that it has been discovered. Next reference is twerking on the top of a car. While twerking out of the sunroof of a car is oddly nothing new for Miamians, getting on top of a moving vehicle that's dragging down the highway takes things up a notch. This twerking extraordinaire managed to execute the perfect full-split twerk on what appears to be a Volkswagen Sedan, masterfully keeping her composure and balance as the car barrels down the Miami MacArthur Causeway. The astounding occurrence was captured by Billy Corbin on X. Corbin, also happens to be an American documentary film director. Now we will discuss the Bonnie and Clyde reference. There are echoes of real-life history that can be heard throughout the streets of Vice City, which is a city in Grand Theft Auto 6 that is a neon jungle. Among them, the infamous pair Bonnie and Clyde cast a long shadow over Lucia and Jason, who are the individuals that are the protagonists of the game. Similarities abound, echoing the notorious crime spree that the real-life couple committed throughout the United States during the Great Depression. Lucia and Jason are comparable to Bonnie and Clyde in that they are young lovers who are lured to the exciting turmoil of a life that exists outside of the law. The dynamic of the actual marriage is mirrored in their relationship, with Jason playing the role of the trigger-happy muscle and Lucia playing the role of the crafty thinker. Their friendship is strengthened by the shared peril. The trailer makes references to the couple's iconic getaway vehicle, which is a Ford V8. Additionally, it shows flashes of spectacular bank robberies that mimic the couple's ambitious attacks. These references hint at the relationship between the two. Even their clothing gives a nod to the tale of Bonnie and Clyde, with leather jackets and fedoras drawing attention to the image of the outlaw that is idolized. This is not only a superficial replica. Grand Theft Auto 6 draws inspiration from the terrible conclusion of the partnership, incorporating their inevitable demise into the narrative fabric of the game. Adding a layer of historical interest and emotional depth to its tale, Grand Theft Auto 6 reminds players that even in the lively playground of Vice City, the repercussions of living a life on the edge are constantly lurking. This is accomplished by recalling Bonnie and Clyde. Last reference which we are going to talk about is the 1980s cocaine trade in Miami. Vice City, which is featured in Grand Theft Auto 6, is not only a visual feast, but it is also a live, breathing depiction of Miami in the 1980s, which is powered by the explosive energy of the cocaine trade during that time period. This is not only a decorative element, the storyline of the game is woven into the fabric of actual events that have occurred in the world. The protagonists, Jason and Lucia, negotiate a vicious world of high-stakes dealings and brutal territory conflicts. Their merciless ambition is reminiscent of that of real-life kingpins such as Tony Montana and Pablo Escobar. The magnificent houses and fast money luxury that are seen in the clip are reminiscent of the extravagant shows of riches that were characteristic of the cocaine barons known during that time period. In spite of the glamour, however, there is a shadowy side. A sense of the dark underbelly of this civilization is provided by references to daring jail escapes and brutal revenge. In this world, loyalty is transitory, and treachery lurks around every turn. In Grand Theft Auto 6, the game does not shy away from the harsh reality of the cocaine trade. It weaves stories of addiction, corruption, and the catastrophic human cost with the adrenaline rush of illegal delights. If you've discovered something new or found a connection you hadn't noticed before, be sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts in the comments below. The GTA community is vast, and your insights might just spark a conversation or two. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell to stay updated on our future adventures into the realms of gaming and beyond.